When we were younger, there was always games or films we weren't supposed to watch or play because they were too violent, scary, or explicit. And naturally, when you're told not to do something, you do it. And then, after watching it, you are terrified and wish you'd never seen it. For years, I lost this feeling of watching something I'm not supposed to see and being more scared of the idea of something than the actual thing itself. Until the marketing for Longlegs began. Now, whatever team is responsible for marketing this film needs to be given the highest awards because the hype it built up was insane. Everyone believed the scariest movie ever was coming out before it even released. There was websites, amazing reviews, people fucking dying in the cinema, amazing ads and cool posters. It was marketed like you would watch this film and Longlegs would walk out of the screen and strangle you in your seat. And this was perfect. The advertising basically said, this movie will kill you. Be careful. And now I have to see it. How can I not see a movie that everyone is calling the scariest thing ever and has Nick Cage in it? So when it came out, I instantly saw the movie twice. And is it the scariest movie ever? No. But that's not a bad thing. Longlegs is still a very effective horror film, and with the right audience and atmosphere, it becomes incredibly unsettling. The suspense in this film never stops. From the start until the end, you feel like a paranoid heroin addict. You're always expecting a jump scare or Nick Cage. What the fuck? And this feeling is perfect. The overarching detective story of the whole film was something I really liked.
You should kill yourself.
It's definitely a slow burner, so if you expect Longlegs to kill people like John Wick, he won't. And that slowness of the whole first two acts really lets the pure evil of this film set in, because as a whole, that's what this movie is. Evil. Every inch of hope is drained, and even the camera feels evil. There's a moment in a barn where the lead detective Lee Harker and her boss Carter go in and find a scary ass doll. But before that, as they open the barn door and enter, the camera just sits there, looking out into the abyss as it stares back, and all that's left with you are the thoughts of what evil could be out there in the dark waiting. That moment, along with the whole look of the barn, makes the doll way scarier. Also, a nice reminder of how horrible dolls are, and how their existence makes this world a worse place. This camera stuff happens again in Harker's home, where doorways are always shown, and you just have to think, stop showing me this, because in the next 10 seconds something's going to come true. But that never happens, leading to a separation between the audience and the film, as we can't even trust the camera. We could be in the scariest place on earth and have nothing happen, and then be in McDonald's and watch a whole family get eaten by aliens.
I'm gonna fucking punch the shit out of this alien.
Our main character Lee Harker is a work addict. Micah Monroe, who plays Harker, does it amazingly, being connected to the case while also terrified of it. She's a complete outsider compared to her colleagues, focused solely on work instead of interacting with other people, and this carries over for a lot of the characters associated with Longlegs himself. Harker's mother, Longlegs, and a victim named Carrie Ann all act unusual when compared to other characters, visibly showing that a deep cutting trauma has happened to them in all their lives.
What's the street?
Butthead Street.
And it makes you think, something's happening here. The case which Harker looks into centers around the birthday murders. All of these murders happen to little girls' families whose birthdays fall on the 14th of every month. I also wish Nick Cage would visit me on my birthday.
Translation: I hope you have a beautiful birthday, my child. I am Nick Cage, the famous actor. Kiss, 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 kiss.
All the cases hold a family which is corrupted by an unknown force, until the father of the family breaks and kills his whole family and himself. But this is not caused by no midlife crisis. No, no, no. It's caused by the actual devil. On my first viewing, I did see the devil once or twice in the background and thought, hey, that's pretty cool. But when I watched the second time, I realized that guy appears way more than I saw the first time. And then I thought, oh, that is pretty cool. especially as it reinforces the evil energy and presence of the whole film. Since I now realize the devil was always there, and every event in the film is his exact plan. Now, one big part of the advertising for this film was the mystery of Nick Cage's face. Nick Cage is absolutely no stranger to crazy roles, so the mystery of his appearance alongside his terrifying voice,
Oh, there she is.
which is creepy as shit, really built up the hype for me. And the appearance of his face at the start was actually bone-chilling to me. And I don't use the phrase bone-chilling much in my life, except when I'm cold. For a while, we only really get glimpses of his face because Longlegs is a very shy boy. And these small glimpses are what I find most scary. The childlike voice alongside his disgustingly botched face and sounds of anguish playing in the background really make me uneasy. Nick Cage is of course playing an insane character. But with Longlegs, I think he reaches the point of almost going too far, but staying in the region which still makes it creepy and unforgettable. He honestly proves that being a serial killer is easier than being a musician, and that says a lot about the music industry. My favourite scene of the whole film was the interview with the surviving victim, Carrie Ann, who is played by Kiernan Shipka, and the acting here is top notch. This scene had a great dialogue with some real creepy, cryptic sayings, and was a great interview scene, which this movie has two of. The Longlegs one being a bit more, brutal, and I think the Carrie Ann character made Longlegs and the devil scarier, seeing the effect her family's murder has had on her, and her surprising love for Longlegs, either due to spooky doll voodoo or Stockholm Syndrome. Both very nice options. Overall, I just really enjoyed Longlegs. I think it's great, and every single bit of atmosphere in the movie was something I could just eat up in my belly for days. I don't know what else to say. Watch the movie. If you have seen the movie, what do you think? Thank you for watching. Mwah.